Hi friends, welcome back to my crafty desk. Sandra here, along with Fernando at Blossom and Inspire. Look at, he's got a bow tie, but he's still living on my desk. So for now, that's where he stays. I am so busy, I can't even think about what to do with him yet. I thought before I put these butterfly girls away and lose track of them again, I should at least get their covers done. So I'm gonna try and do at least one cover now, and then the other cover maybe I'll do after this one or tomorrow. I'm not sure, but I need to at least get the covers done. So we took those votes, and I will say A and B won, and I don't think I got my fabrics all mixed up. Maybe I did. Maybe I did. I seriously can't even remember. I'm losing track of time here, but I'm pretty sure we'll have to go back and look, and we'll have to see. So the blue and the A and the B won. I really wanted to use this color right here, so I thought, why not? I could still do it. We can put it as a pocket. As I was laying it out, I thought I was trying to like get everything like sandwiched in on my envelope, which I have two here. I don't need to. I was trying to get everything sandwiched in, as I will show you. So if this is the front, then I would lay that down, and then here's my envelope for my structure, and then here's my top, my inside front cover, the inside of the cover. But I want it to be colorful side out. And so normally I try with all my might to get my edges to be perfect and to not have all this hangover, and I thought, or as much hangover. And then I think a lot of times we'll end up putting corners and stuff on, but I'm kind of thinking, as I was laying this out, I liked it. I liked the look of the inside outside. I've been doing it with lace too lately, so I don't know what it is about everything. I think I'm just appreciating all the different tones, the hues, the colors, the textures. I think I'm just really appreciating it in a different light, I suppose. But I wanted to make a pocket, and I want the pocket to be sewn on to the journal when we do it. So I just wanted a little hem there. I have this here. Will that be catching on stuff? Maybe. I'll probably trim some of that off. But as I was laying it out, I thought I like that, and I think I'm actually going to bring the pocket up so you can see. I think the light, whoops, I think the light picks it up. I'm going to place the envelope so that it's, you know, there's room all the way around. And then I'm going to lay the fabric down here. We're going to put something squishy in there though, and squishy or crunchy or something. But I want to keep the blue out, and then you can see the outline. I think you can on the camera. I'm going to scoot you down. Be ready. Oh, is that going to pick it up? I don't know. Can you see where the envelope is right there? So it's like that all the way around. I'm going to leave that, and I'm going to sew. Now, so everybody does it different. I've watched, and I can't do a straight line to save my life, so I'm not going to worry about it. I actually sew a little bit onto the envelope. I mean, so far it's been fine. But I think when I take my pocket, I'm going to, so there's the envelope right there. When I put my pocket on, I want it to come to the end of the envelope because I want some of this fabric to show through. And I think I'm going to leave it just like that. And then when my signature goes in, so here's my, it'll be within the envelope part, not the, I'm going to center it with the envelope, not with the fabric. But you can see, you'll see a little bit of it down here. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? But I like it. And then this is going to be the cover. So I'm not sure if that's dust or if I got water or something on there. But we'll have to see if that's going to come off. And if not, I might have to just change my fabric out. But while I was doing that, I wanted to show you, I took some of those pages that I said I was going to use for collage, and it's super thin. So I'm going to try I'm going to put this on something else, and I'm going to use Mod Podge and everything, and I'm going to get it strong. I have to take into consideration that this is printed on cheap paper with my Epson printer, so the ink is going to want to move fast. So I have to be very conscientious when I'm laying it down. I'm going to try it. If not, if it doesn't work that way, then I'm going to reprint it and then recut all this stuff out onto something else. But I like this for the front. I thought, I cut her out, I cut this out, I cut the butterfly out, and I cut its tentacles off because I can't ever get those anyways. And I cut this cute little thing out, And then I tore, this was one of the things in the kit, Lady Butterfly. And I thought, I'm just going to go ahead and name the kits after what they are. So I have Lady Butterfly and Sweet Butterfly. That's what we're just going to call them. Why not? So I got my little Lady Butterfly right here. Isn't she adorable? And what I did, I was playing around with this. I just cut a little slit in my globe crystal ball. I think it's a crystal ball. So I have that there. And I thought I could just slip her down right into here somehow. And it's gonna take me, like, I don't have it like exactly how I want it yet, but I wanted her to be down in there and I'm gonna have to like ink the edges somehow. I'll have to do something. Maybe even if with enough Mod Podge, I might be able to lift her a little bit. I just have to figure that out. But I like how she's just hanging out and she's got her little elbows down on the thing here, and then maybe her little tag would go somewhere in here or up there or not on there at all. But I liked the butterfly. And I kind of liked it. I wanted to go this way. At first I was doing it this way, but I just feel like I didn't like that. That looked weird. But I do like it on here, and I think like this. And then I thought maybe instead of doing tentacles, which I can still put like little fibers and stuff in there, but I don't know if I want all that hanging off the front. I just don't know yet. But I took that diamond or gem or whatever it is, and I put that in the inside of the butterfly just to change. Now I've just changed that butterfly. It doesn't have to be a regular butterfly. It can be a crystal fly. So I don't know, but I like that. What do you think? I would love to hear your thoughts on my little collaging piece here. I'm gonna have to figure out something with this, but I like this, and I don't think it's gonna go right in the middle. It's gonna go kind of like, well, it's going to be like centered, but I'm going to scooch it over closer to the edge, I think, because I want to put a closure in here, a hole. I don't want anything going across this. I want it to tie right here. There we go. So I've got that stuff put together, and I've been trying really hard to not like lose it, lose it in my mess. And then I took a few of those strips and I made some ruffles. I just I'm going to cut this apart. So I just made a few of these blue ruffles, and I thought I could just put those throughout the book. So let's first, before I glue this all together, I want to make sure that I can get that piece off. So let me move her out of the way. Actually, I think I'm going to take all her little goodies and just set them right on top, and then put her right there. So I hope everybody is doing good and enjoying their summers. It's like really hot here, and then we get really windy windstorms here. Windy windstorms, unlike the unwindy windstorms. But they're like crazy. When I first moved to this area, the first time I was in one of those crazy windstorms, I literally thought we were having a tornado, or a hurricane. And I'm like, wait a minute. I live in a valley surrounded by mountains. What's happening? So they're intense though. They're pretty cool, exciting. After you get used to them, then they become kind of exciting. But they can be a little scary, you know. So I was terrified, I think. Okay, I like that, and I like this. So I've been kind of fussing with this, and I'm like, you know what? I need to just quit being so crazy and just be okay. Trust myself. I know I do things that I like, so I just need to trust myself. I think I like the, is this gonna give it enough? I think it's gonna see through all this fabric though. I don't want candy bars. It still smells like candy. Oh man, I sniff everything. I gotta stop doing that. Okay, let's see. When I was cutting fabric, I was making all these little skinny bows. So I guess I can throw that over here. I think, well, let me just throw it over there. That's how I lose everything. Oh my goodness. Let me put it back on the candy. Maybe I should put the bows inside the candy wrapper, and then the bows, and it can be like a sweet bow. So I'm just going to trim this down, I think. I must be on these scissors. They're Scotch scissors. I bought them at Costco, and I have never liked them. They're hard to use, they're heavy, they don't cut that great, and they're just like hard. I must have got, if somebody got them and they like them, you must have got the good pack, because I sure did not. I don't know why I'm doing this the hard way. I guess I just need to cut this down a little bit, and then I can go ahead and get it straightened up. It also could be my hands. I mean, I shouldn't just blame the scissors, but I have a lot of scissors, and I use the same set of hands on all of them, so I'm thinking it's the scissors. Yeah, sometimes I can blame the scissors. I don't feel bad about it. Okay, and what is that, a 9 by 11? Is that what my folder is? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? No. Gosh dang it. Yeah, it's 12. What am I talking about? 12. 9 by 12? That's what it is, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. So this way has to be 9, and it's not gonna make it all the way, but I just want to see if I can get this kind of straight. And then I'm gonna go that way, 9. Or maybe I'll do the 12. Since I cut that piece cut, I'm gonna go a little past the 12 because I can even it out on both sides there. I guess I could cut this a tiny bit smaller too. That might be, I don't know. Because then I don't have to sew through this too, right? Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll go a tiny bit smaller, so I'll go like 11 and a half. And if I don't like it, I'll grab another piece of packaging, because you guys probably guessed that I have a lot of this too. Every time I'm like, okay, I have plenty, I can just throw that away. I always think like, oh, but it never fails. What if somebody wants some or needs some, then I have it, and then I want to have some for me too. That's the way I think. And I give a lot of stuff away. I really do. So, okay, I think I like that, and then I like this. Except that's not the way it's going like this. Is that gonna show through? I guess I could put that at the bottom. Well, it's up there too. Does it matter? Does it really matter? I don't know. I mean, it's kind of nice in a way. I mean, like if it's not too obtrusive, I think, to see. So you're like, oh my gosh, look what they used. So there, I like that. So now let's get it done. Down. Let's get it down. I'm gonna start with this side, my front. And I'm going to, what glue am I going to use? Does anybody else use the Aleene's glue? Okay, well, I'm pretty sure, whoops, Daisy at Tsunami Rose, I think this is what she uses a lot. I'm pretty sure, but I'm gonna put a lot, and she does a lot of fabric stuff. So, do you know who Daisy? Do you know who? I'm sure everybody's heard of Tsunami Rose, right? Daisy. If you have not, please tell me, because she's pretty fun to watch. She makes some pretty cool stuff. She's just fun. She creates digital kits also. If you don't know who she is, she creates digital kits and journals, and she sells lots of stuff. So she sells lots of things that you can use to make your journals with. She is a gal of many talents. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this spread out. Do some more. Oh man, how fast it falls down. So you don't have to sew around yours if you don't want to. I like sewing. I'm going to do that. That's literally what I bought the sewing machine for. Is for my crafts, because I don't sew. I don't know how to sew. I keep saying that, but I use the sewing machine a lot. But I only know how to use it for paper crafts. I have a tank top. My strap came off and I was like, oh, wait, you know what? I think I know how to sew now. I've been doing it for a few years, you know, with sewing paper and fabric together and paper together and whatever. No, I messed it up. I sewed it wrong. I didn't have the thing in there. I didn't know you have to wind the strappy thingamajigger through the plastic thingy. I thought it was all right. I don't know. I was just a mess. So, yeah, I don't know how to sew. And then another time, my sister's here. She's like, hey, she was looking at her thing. I was like, oh, I know how to sew now. I can sew that for you. No, I sewed it. I don't even know how I did it. It was a lacy vesty thing that she was wearing, and it literally, the seam came out like on the in between, on the inside underneath where the armpit is, kind of like right in there. So I was like, oh yeah, I mean, easy, right? I mean, like literally, I only had to put the seam back together, pin it together, and then sew it. I don't even know how I did what I did, but I sewed it like one part inside, one part outside. I don't know, it was like a big bunchy mess. My poor sister. I'm like, she goes, well, she goes, let me try it on. She goes, you probably won't even be able to see it. And she put it on, and nope, you can't. You really can't see it. But if you know it's there, you see it. It's crazy. So no, I cannot sew. I'm not attempting it anymore, unless it's paper. So now I just want to hope that all that glue just smushes down nicely and doesn't come through white. But if it does, we'll deal with it then. So I like that. Okay, so we'll see. Hopefully that doesn't stick to the table there. And now this one's going to go down. This one I'm just going to use my Fabri-Tac. It's just very simple. Is this one going to come out fast? I don't know. I think I'm going to use my bottle that I refill with. So I'm going to grab this one. Is it even open? No. Okay, scratch that idea. But I'll do this. Okay. So I'm just going to go around the edge. And I'm just doing this off camera, or on camera. I'm doing it on camera for anybody who has not seen me do my method of how I do this. And maybe I use too much, maybe I don't use enough. Everybody's different, so but I love hearing how everybody does it, so please share how you do it. I love hearing it. It's how we learn. It's how we all learn. Okay, I'm just going to give that a smush. Oh, I hear heavy footprints. That means somebody's home and probably was hoping for dinner, but I'm not cooking because I don't want to. So there's leftovers. He can have leftovers, or he can do what I'm doing and having cereal or an egg sandwich. And then I want this down like this on top of there. Perfect. And that's what I wanted, is it just to be sitting inside, although when I was gluing, I forgot that I was going to do that, but that's okay. All right, so good so far. Okie dokie. And then we're going to put this one down, and the bright, gosh, I keep putting it upside down. Okay, so I won't. So when I'm doing this, I'm also looking, like, I like these two dark blue flowers. That I look at whatever I'm putting on there, how it's cut. So I see how this one has the lighter on this top. I want these to pop on the corners because this is going to be covered up. So I'm going to put those like that. I think I like that layout the best. But I do need glue before I do that. And what am I going to do? I'm going to try the Aleene's again. Let's get gluey. Ooh. You know what? I don't think I usually do the bubbles at this side up, but too late now. I'm only saying that because I don't remember this feeling of the way I'm scraping on it. It's kind of fun. Did I even need this much glue? Who knows? Probably not. Let's see. I'm going to take some of this off because I do have quite a bit of glue. I'm going to use my little dish that I keep over here. Oops. And that way I can still use this glue. I know myself, I'm always messy, so I'd like to keep little dishes that I can do this with. Okay. Might run this down the edge a little bit though. All right, whoa. Okay, so there we go. That pansy fabric, I really wanted to make paper with it, but I thought I had more than one napkin, and there's a good chance I did at one time and I gave it away. But I have to cut it to make the fabric, but I also want to use it for a journal cover, so I have to make a choice. Like, do I cut it and make fabric or paper? Do I cut it and make paper? Or do I leave it and make a journal cover? I mean, no matter what I do, I'm only going to use it the once, right? So, there, I like that. And I'm going to let this dry overnight and sew it because it's very gluey, and I think that's going to dry fine. I think. Is that going to make it worse because I'm just like smushing it? But I'd rather blend it if it's going to come out. Am I activating it? All right, there, I like that. So then when it's going to go like that. Oh, so pretty. Okay, pocket. Here we go. Oh, and then I was going to trim that pocket a little bit. I think what I'm going to do is put my cap on my glue, and I'm going to, ooh, fabric scissors. Well, I bought these for fabric, but I bought them, I don't know if they're actually fabric scissors. I bought them because I wanted a pair of scissors that were dedicated to fabric. I mean, I'll use other scissors on fabric, but I don't want to use my fabric scissors on other things. Okay, so I just sewed, see, my pocket's probably not going to be straight. That's okay. I really honestly don't care. I don't. And I will sew that down. So the pocket's not going to be a real deep pocket on here, is it? If I sew that, should I do it? It's fine. I think it's fine. Let me get a tag. A tag. If I was a tag, what would I be? Okay. Oh, here. Let's try a journal card because that's honestly what I would put in the front end, anyways, right? Yeah, it's not going to be very deep. That's okay. I'm gonna go with the flow. I'm just gonna flow. I'm gonna flow. I suppose if I pull it up more. Okay, I'm just gonna go with what I said. It's gonna have to be sewed down, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do it and call it good. But I do wanna glue the sides and right down there so I know when I go to sew that I can, and I know that I can sew with this fabric tack, especially once it's dry. So let's put these away so nobody comes down to my craft room and finds those and thinks, oh, I'll use those. And I'm gonna go ahead and take my pocket. I'm gonna sew right here, so I'm gonna just put the glue on the, if I'm in camera, oh my gosh, I'm stuck to my, so I want all these fabrics just to lay out, but I'm gonna sew on this by the paper envelope. So this is where my glue is gonna go for now, for that pocket. And then I can grab that from whichever end, however my thing takes it. And then that, I guess I want that down like that. And then the same thing over here on this side. Okay. It's hard to believe that, I mean, I guess it's not completely done because we still have to do the drawing and stuff, but it's hard to believe that the 10 junk journal is done. And now I know I need to focus on some other things, but it's almost like freeing to my mind a little bit too, because I'm like, there's things I wanted to work on, but I thought, well, I can't because I don't have time. I got to get the other stuff done. I'm just not a fast crafter. I'm not fast at the movement, but I'm also not that fast at the, but I also hem and haw a lot. All right, that's gonna be fine. And that's just gonna be glued down that way, like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just let that dry. And then once it's dry, we'll be able to fold it right there. And then it's gonna be a little bit longer than normal because normally it is 9, right? But with the fabric hangover, it's gonna bring it to like 10.5, but that's fine. I mean, like we have lace and stuff that hangs out usually, but I love that. I think I'm very happy with that. This is gonna be the inside here, right there. Isn't that pretty? Yay! Thank you everybody so much for your help. I love it. I think together we did this and I love that. That's so much fun. It's like we are like literally crafting together. So I appreciate your time. We didn't get a whole lot done on this video, maybe, but to me we did. And we will come back tomorrow and we will get the other cover done. And hopefully I will have some kind of more thoughts on this. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope you enjoy all your moments, my friends. See you in the next video. Bye.